Hello, W Universe and YouTubers and other people who are watching this. It's Brooke again doing a bleh, raw review for January 23rd, 2012. Um, well, it all starts off with CM Punk and John Cena coming out to the ring, just basically dishing out John Laurinaitis on him last week, saying that he's going to favor Dolph Ziggler over CM Punk. Then we got John Cena, who was talking about how John Laurinaitis' actions toward in regards to Zack Ryder's United States Championship belt, how he was unmedically cleared, was also part of the dispute. Eventually, it got to the point where they wanted to beat him up. Well, John, or Big Johnny, as he calls himself, came down the ring. Not just by himself, but he came with Zack Ryder. Not Zack Ryder, but oops. I guess I'm that desperate to talk about Zack Ryder. But anyway, he came down the ring with Del Ziggler and Jack Swagger, which Jack Swagger decided he needed to cut a promo before going to the ring. Bad idea, especially when he can't talk on the mic. But anyway, he did, saying that he's gonna kill John Cena for what he did last night. Well, beat him up anyway. But so there is a match between Dolph teaming up with Dolph and Jack Swagger versus John Cena and CM Punk. Well, Dolph and Jack won because when Cena was making Jack tap out outside the ring, um, CM Punk pushed the referee just to go in the corner, and John Laurinaitis decided to come up to the ropes and tell CM Punk and yell at CM Punk not to touch the ref. Well, that's distracted CM Punk enough where Dolph grabbed him and got the 3 count pin. So that was that. We had Brodus Clay again. Yeah, that another squash match. He went against Heath Slater. Boring as ever match because it's a squash match. It was boring as heck. I love Brodus Clay, but the match itself was boring. I love how he won. Well, I loved that he won, but just didn't like how it ended. Um, what else? Um, Sheamus versus Jinder Mahal. Um, okay match. I liked the crowd reaction when Jinder Mahal was like came out. It was like dead quiet. And then when Sheamus they called out Sheamus. When Sheamus came out, it was like whee! It was huge. So it was kind of funny that they think what I think. Jinder Mahal is boring. He's boring. I don't like him. All that. So at least he got that. Kane versus Zack Ryder. That's why I was saying Zack Ryder because I was about ready to come up to this. Um, it was supposed to be a no falls count match anywhere. Well, it ended up being a no contestant match because of Kane beating the crap out of Zack Ryder. It got to the point where when Kane chokeslammed Zack Ryder, he went through the stage and they had to put him on a lift and send him off to the hospital. And before that match even started, I forgot to mention about the segment between Zack, Eve, and John Cena. Which John Cena, I know a lot of people are like, they're tired of this feud, but what they don't realize is this feud is kind of, I know it's slow, but it's a feud to make him heel, which everyone, I guess, wants him heel. I want him heel because I haven't seen him as a heel for a long time, and I enjoy him as a heel better than face. Sorry, guys, but so we had that. We had where he didn't want help from John Cena, and Zack said to Eve that he's not gonna get out of it because he still wants his championship back. So he ended up getting his butt kicked. And so it boils down to where Eve basically told John Cena, "This is all your fault, John." And John saying, "No, it's not." To ultimately where Eve goes with Zach and John's is here at the arena. And Josh Matthews. Oh, like, I love this guy sometimes. He comes at the worst time, and he has John. This has to be horrible. What are your thoughts about it? Well, John's reply was more with action. He knocks the microphone out of his hands and throws this angry tantrum at the camera. It's, well, not says a tantrum, but he gets angry at the camera. So that was much of the John Cena, Zack Ryder, Kane, Torres segment. What else am I forgetting about that segment? But since we're talking about that segment, later on in the night, even though this is later on in the night, not exactly, we don't know that at that point, we find out that Zack Ryder had his back broken. Well, I'm sure his back would be broken from what happened. If you guys haven't seen really what happened, then go on YouTube because it was devastating. I didn't see any movement from him when he was down there, except when the people were moving him. So they're moving his body. So trying to think what else. No big. We got all these filler. That's one thing. We got more filler than ever dealing with Daniel Bryan. Sorry, it's not like I don't like him. I like him. Just now is not the right time. This is the time where we talk about Royal Rumble and not Daniel Bryan. I'm just saying. But anyway, so I know I'm forgetting something completely important dealing with Royal Rumble. Oh yes. Um, there's only like 13 people that are listed that we know of with the Royal Rumble, so I just want to point that out before I go on to the Chris Jericho segment. His real thing, because now we know Chris Jericho is gonna be in the Royal Rumble. Well, to be quite honest with you, to have Chris Jericho get people excited, which people say, "Oh, that's stupid." I think it adds more to the character, but that's just me. Why have him talk now? For a couple weeks, you just made him hop out of the crowd. And all he said, "Come Royal Rumble, it'll be the end as you know it." It makes people want to tune into the Royal Rumble, but why break the silence and just say that? I think it'll have a longer term effect after the Royal Rumble and let actions speak for itself and not just words. Which, to be quite honest with you, I wouldn't be surprised if Chris Jericho won, or Randy Orton won, or Wade Barrett won, or Sheamus, or all these guys that are listed, but I don't, to be quite honest, I don't even know who's gonna win. It's like everyone said else on YouTube or other channels that I've subscribed to, or I'm gonna say there's a lot of people who don't even know who's gonna win. Like, I don't think people are gonna make prediction videos because we don't know what's gonna happen. Oh, there's not gonna be any. I don't think there's gonna be a Divas belt either. But it wouldn't surprise me if they did the Divas thing last minute, since they don't care about the Divas division very much, because they don't do anything with it. I don't know if they're doing a tag team belt either. I only know the IC champ, possibly, the World Heavyweight Championship belt probably, and the WWE Championship. So I honestly have no idea. So it's gonna be very interesting. I hope it's good because the Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, and Money in the Bank are usually my favorite. They are my favorite pay-per-views. And if all three are screwy, then all hell is released. Gosh, I know I'm forgetting something important. Well, I guess it's not important then, I guess, if I'm forgetting it. What else? Oh, I'm number one. No, I'm number one. I'm number one. Well, guess what? I'm number one, period. Because I'm awesome. And the truth shall set me free. If you didn't get that, I'm sorry. I'm a truth fan and an awesome fan or whatever pleases you guys, whatever you call yourself if you're a fan of any of those two. So we get R-Truth and Miz having a contest. Who is number one? Who's number one this? Who is number one that? That's kind of funny, especially what R-Truth had to say. Number one annoying. Miz is not really that annoying. I can list one the most annoying person ever, and I can tell you this who it is. John Laurinaitis. Oh, better shut up before I catch the disease. Fact. That's how much you use disease now. You know, you just cannot catch this disease because it creates madness. But anyway, so John Laurinaitis, yes, that's right, I got the mask, came out and yelled about how his match, he has a concentrate match and he can't concentrate without his number one, and declared a match. Whoever lost is number one slot for the Royal Rumble. So R-Truth and Miz did an okay match, and Miz lost, of course, because I guess that's how they want to do it. They might want to make him jobber and make R-Truth go over Miz, so Miz is number one. Now, getting back now for the most takedowns tonight, other than there's no Divas match, that was kind of surprising. Most people didn't even notice, but that's fine. That's okay. Because I don't think no one cared anyway. But anyway, time for the match for the John Laurinaitis part of the night. So, we got David Boring Otunga talking with John Laurinaitis about a little letter they got, the fax machine, the fax. David comes up and says, "Read this, sir, before you go to the match," because originally beginning of the show, CM Punk asked, after his match, CM Punk asked John Laurinaitis to stop being a coward and fight him. John Laurinaitis accepts. Well, it comes to the point in time at the end of the show where John reads the facts, and him and David Boring Otunga comes out and reads everyone's facts. The facts letter they got was Triple H next week on Monday Night Raw. He's going to reevaluate John Laurinaitis' role as GM. Well, if Laurinaitis fails at this, he will not be general manager no more. He will be eliminated from the position. So, he says this in front of all of us, W Universe, CM Punk. Then, like a coward and a beep he is, he says, "Oh, this is just a joke. I wasn't planning to screwing everybody, you, CM Punk, and everything else." He said that it was all just a joke. Well, from experience, people who do that kind of stuff, especially in front of what he did in front of everyone on TV, it's a sign of a coward. Yes, guys, I know it's a sign of a coward, but still, my point exactly is CM Punk made a point, and his point was just proven with John Laurinaitis' actions. So, yes, the match did not happen, which is pathetic. That would have been interesting, but I don't know why I'd be on house show, but I would love to see John Laurinaitis get beat up. So instead, John Laurinaitis sent David Otunga in attack mode. Well, who cares because the bell didn't ring. But still, CM Punk ended up beating the crap out of David Otunga, and well, let's just say Big Johnny went nighty night from CM Punk. Then after that, Dolph Ziggler comes and attacks with the zigzag to CM Punk, and that was basically Raw. Like I said, it was kind of boring. It was kind of blah, but it still got to Royal Rumble. So, well, that's Raw review. Thanks, guys. I'm sorry.